Oh, wait. Let's check the lighting, make sure they can see me. Oh, I guess I'm live, but we're not ready yet anyway. Oh, I need to sit up straight. So, oh, hold on a minute. I think I sat on my shirt. So, hope everybody's week's good. Let me try to fix this a little bit better. Sorry you didn't hear from me last week. Traveling. I'm gonna quit that stuff one of these days. Excuse the mess back here. There's a puppy sleeping. Let's see if I can turn his little face. Bring him down. You can just see his nose a little bit. Pull him over a little bit. That's his secret. Staying younger. Lots of sleep. I like to sleep. Well, I'm just waiting to get started because I don't want to run out of things. Well, actually, I never run out of things to say. I got a big mouth. I'm always talking. But um, to get started, I just want you to know that staying young looking is not hereditary. I mean, maybe I'll say 50-50. Um, the number one thing to me is sunscreen. Yeah, because if you don't use sunscreen, you can use the most expensive products in the world, and it's not going to help you. It just means you just have to get more face peels, and then you will have to get more expensive products, more makeup, and it's just way too much to do. So, but this is talking about everybody. Let's just touch up on skincare first. All right. Number one, be sure that you get at least 7 hours of sleep a night because that does make a difference. Because if you don't, you get these things. They're called bags. It doesn't matter how old you are, you get them. And some people have the problem here anyway because of allergies. But I just want you to know the secret to that is when you wake up in the morning, cucumber, 2 slices of cucumber, or if it in extreme cases, ice. They'll take it down. But if you have the dark circles, of course, you'll have to use concealer. Sorry, even guys do it. I've been in the makeup industry for, over 3 decades, and I've even had to take care of guys and show them, what they need to do to cover spots, and or even guys who had a fun night the night before and got punched in the face and had to cover that, you know, bruise before they go into work because they get in trouble. Um, or the little neck stuff. You know what I'm talking about. So I'm hoping everybody can hear me just fine. Hold on, something just popped up here, and I'm trying to get rid of that because it'll bug me the whole time I'm trying to talk to you. Um, Hopefully everybody can hear me. My name is Susie, and the show is called Talk with Susie, and I talk about everything from exercise to relationships to military to kids, dogs. I've got one asleep right here, a Cowie. He's 3 months old. He's half Yorkie and half Chihuahua. So the most he'll be is 5 pounds. But he's getting his beauty sleep right now. So when people say I'm getting my beauty sleep, you really need your beauty sleep because go for a day or so without proper sleep, and trust me, you not only feel bad on the inside, you look it too. So um, the other thing that I want to talk about is Proper diet. Okay, in this day and age, when I was growing up, there wasn't that much preservatives and different things added to our foods to make it look good and taste good and last longer. So my advice to you is the purest form of food, the better for your skin and your overall health as well. Um, you can Another thing you need is exfoliation. A manual exfoliation. Um, in my case, I do it about 4 times a week, but some of them are gentle enough where you can do it every day. And some products even have exfoliation agents in the product. Um, you need to shed that dead skin off the surface. And we're talking about your whole body, not just your face. You exfoliate your entire body, and most people, they take care. Most people, doing my book. Most people only take care of here, but don't forget all this area and all this area. You know, all over. Just make your entire body feel like your face, because if you have a partner, they don't just look, oh man, you got such a beautiful face, and um, then you go into bed and they're like, holy crap, you got lizard skin, the rest of you. So exfoliation is in your entire body. Okay, so you can use, I don't care what brand, but the purest form is the best. Okay, um, don't think that you have to spend $50 on a tube of exfoliant to do better than the $3 tube. Trust me, it's not that. You're paying for the name. So really be a smart shopper on beauty products. But please always remember, sleep well, at least 7 hours every night, exercise at least 3 times a week. And if you can't do that, do like you walk past the counter, do 20, 30 squats. You're sitting on the floor doing something, do some push-ups. um, just constantly work out every chance you get, every move, and every there's no excuse not to get an hour's worth of workout in a daytime. I mean, if you're at home, if you're at work and you're at a desk job, try to you know, get up and use the stairs, but exercise is just as important as nutrition and sleep to keep your skin looking young and the rest of you feeling better too and young because um, I'm going to hit another number in a couple weeks or yeah, and that's okay because I'm gonna still try my best to look younger as long as I can. But, just follow my advice. Exercise. Eat all your foods in the purest form possible. And it is true, the fructose syrup, or corn syrup, I meant to say, anything that is white will hurt you. Because it turns into sugar. Sugar actually ages your skin. So remember that. I allow myself one sugar product a day, which is I got to have my creamer in my coffee or else I can't deal with the coffee. I mean, sometimes there's just not enough creamer in that coffee, but I got to have the coffee too. So if I'm not anywhere near my favorite coffee place, then I'm like, but I do everything in the purest form. Like, for instance, butter. Eat butter, man. Don't eat that other crap like PCV. Seriously, they put plastic in butter or margarine or whatever. Just eat everything in its purest form. Think about whatever you're feeding your body. Think about what it's doing to you. So your body, if you put a product in your body that it doesn't recognize, such as well, if I can't pronounce it, I'm not going to eat it. I mean, just saying. But whatever your body can't recognize, it actually turns that product into stored fat. So, um, women, men, we all have that little area right here. I'm not showing you mine, but I'll tell you about that later. But I am exercising. Just saying, not as much as I should, but I can't right now. I have some issues that I have to work through with my health. However, I do my little push-ups when I'm on the floor playing with a puppy. I'm in my plank position doing push-ups, and then he'll come up and just jump all over me and stuff. But I try to create exercise every chance I get. However, um, be sure that, again, sunscreen. You're gonna hear me say sunscreen forever, forever. I mean, not only your face, your neck, your chest, your entire body. Even when you're in, people say, well, I don't go outside, so I don't need sunscreen. But let me tell you, if you sit by a window, or if you have a house that don't have windows, then that's okay. And if you never go out to your car or drive a car, or you know then that's fine. If you live in a box with no way that the sunlight can get to you, you look good for a long time. But that sun will really, really age you. It will. So please use the sunscreen every single day. Exfoliate, and not just saying, when I say exfoliate, I don't mean just your face, neck, you know, everywhere. Your entire body needs to get all that dead skin off, so you have that soft, smooth baby's butt feel all over your body, because that will age you quickly when you have lizard skin, and you don't want that. And there's some other things I want to touch up on about foods and drinks, because like I said, everything that we do, everything we put in our body actually either ages us or preserves us. So I want to be preserved, I don't want to be aged. So remember, um, I'm very happy to say that I'm not a vegetarian, but um, there's certain things I won't eat. I won't eat beef unless somebody stuck something in there, and I didn't know it. But you can tell, and you really can tell in your skin what kind of foods somebody eats by the toughness of their skin. So if you eat a lot of bad things for you, of course you're gonna look bad. Just remember that. um, Another secret that I have is, when you buy a product to wash your hair, make sure that it has no added parabens or whatever, all these other things. Like I said, if I can't pronounce it and I don't know, if it doesn't say, coconut or apple or just plain things like that, it's not going on my head. So make sure that you even use shampoos for your hair the same way that you would feed your body. If you can't eat it, don't put it on your face. And if you can't eat it, don't put it in your hair. Makes a difference. I just started implementing all these things in my life within the last year or two, and I found that my hair is not as thin as it used to be. I mean, it's not as thick as it was when I was in my 20s, because every kid I had, thank God I only had two, it seemed like the thickness went away. And gray came along, but that's okay. I used to have black hair, and then I don't know what happened. One day I woke up, and then I was like, "Ooh, I'm blonde now. I like that much better." Actually, um, I found that using this color here tends to last a lot longer in between coloring. So going back to your hair, they even have hair color that's all natural, natural ingredients. So shop around and be a smart shopper. Take care of your hair like you would take care of your body. Don't put anything in your body that you wouldn't eat. I mean, I'm not eating your, I just said that backwards. Don't put anything on your face and your hair if you don't want to eat it. So remember that. Um, Another thing is, we're talking about supplements now, and there's so many supplements out there. oh, this is going to help you lose, um, 10 pounds in a week, or this is going to help you. Mm, the word diet is a no no. Um, your best bet is going all the way back to what I said at the beginning. If you cannot read what's on the ingredients and you don't recognize that it's a food product, then don't put it in your body because it will show. And if it is not a product that is edible, that you can't pronounce and you have no idea what it is, your body will take that and store it as fat because it doesn't know what else to do. And you know what? You can't, it won't go through your body either. Then you get all the bloats and you feel sluggish and all that. So there's so many different types of probiotics as well. And let me tell you, you're gonna have to shop on your own to figure out which one is which. But like I said, if you can't pronounce it and you don't think you can, you know, if it's not an edible item that you read, then don't even put it in your body. Um, Let me touch up on yogurt. Okay, everybody thinks yogurt is great and it's wonderful. It's good for you. It's probiotics and all that. Well, yogurt all by itself with nothing else in it, no sugar, nothing, just plain old yucky yogurt. It's the best. Just don't add sugar, meaning, you thinking, oh, you're doing great. You've got this Greek yogurt and it's, supposed to be low fat and all that. Well, listen, if it says low fat or no sugar, look and see what product it is that is no sugar. What are you using that's so let me just tell you this. If you're gonna have the sugar. Because your body can process sugar, but it can't process things that you can't pronounce. All right? So read the ingredients when you're eating your yogurt because it's got to be in a pure form. Eating organic is best. That's why all these fresh markets are popping up everywhere because people are now more educated on, how to live longer, how to look younger, how to have more energy, um, and how not to get ill. Because some of the things that happen to our bodies is because of our diet. You know, let's touch about type 1 and type 2 diabetics. Well, type 1 diabetics, they can't help it. They really can't. It's hereditary. And, you know, they they have to still control their eating just like someone with a type 2. However, if you have a type 2 diabetics, you can take care of that with weight loss, exercise, and eating pure and sodas. Oh my gosh, don't get me started on sodas. I'm so glad I don't drink sodas because after I saw this little demonstration on somebody putting a piece of meat in the soda and it cooked the meat, I was like, oh my gosh, that's my stomach being cooked. And if you continuously drink sodas, you're going to kill the lining of your own stomach and you're going to have issues. Okay? So please try to limit yourself on your sodas. I know, I mean, everything that tastes good is so bad for us most of the time. So bad. Um, I am going to even say that I haven't had wine in, it's been a week. Wait, 5 days now. It's been 5 days. And you know what? I miss it, but each day that I don't drink it, I miss it less. And let's talk about diet sodas. I know I'm bouncing back and forth and everything, but I just want to educate you. Everything that comes in my head, I have to say it or I'll forget because my memory is as long as a mosquito's pita. That's what I tell everybody because is from the South and we always have mosquitoes. However, Going back to the soda, diet sodas. And people always say, well, I drink diet sodas and, I'm not going to get fat. Well, listen, soda is soda is soda is soda. And it is going to cook your stomach and cause you to have issues with your digestive tract. And also, diet, anything that says diet in it will also make your mind want more sweets because it's like, okay, oh, 62 viewers, 32 like, thank you guys. Um, if it's sugar free or it's diet or anything like that, it's going to cause your mind to want more. So please have that sugar, but have it maybe once a day. Don't have it all day long. Like I said, I have my sugar in the morning because coffee is when I'm not at a certain place, I can't go get my favorite coffee. So I have to make do with what's there. And I wouldn't want to make anybody upset that's hosting me or let me stay at their house because I'm working in their city or something. So I just put a lot of creamer on it. Just saying. But that's okay. Limit your sugar intake. All right, because everything bad that you do, that let's say that you eat bad, you're going to look bad. You drink too much, you're going to look drunk and feel drunk constantly and look bad. You go out in the sun too much, you're going to look like you've been out in the sun too much. You don't take care of yourself and exercise, you're going to look like you don't exercise. And there's such thing as skinny fat. Trust me. You probably seen people who are skinny. It shows up more in women because we have fat pockets in our birthing area, you know. So you can have these little dimplets. But even skinny girls that don't work out look awful. They look awful. I've seen them. Let me tell you a little story. I was the last marathon I ran was Atlanta Marathon. I think it was 2013. So I'm behind this group of women, and I'm just enjoying the scenery and all the friggin' hills Atlanta has. I'm telling you, that was the hardest marathon I ever ran in my life. Honolulu wasn't as bad as that. But never mind. Let's go back to skinny fat. Now, these women are runners, and they've been running forever, I'm sure. But they were thin. However, I'm sure they were eating wrong, and they weren't sleeping properly. They may have been overtraining. I don't know what, but let me tell you, that was the ugliest. Every time they took a step of their leg hit the ground, I saw that jiggly, 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 jiggly. But they were skinny. They were skinny. They were skinnier than me, and I'm not that skinny. I'm like 117, 120 on a good day. And these women were like maybe 100, 105 pounds or so, but they looked awful. I'd rather be my little fat butt and have, nice tight skin and than be skinny fat. So remember, if you don't eat properly, that's going to show also. Skinny fat means that person that was running in front of me, I can tell you why she was skinny. Number one, overtraining. Number two, too much carbs, not enough protein. Number three, you've got to do weight training. I know a lot of people say, oh, I hate weight training. Trust me, the older you get, the more weight bearing exercises you need. I'm not talking about go out and lift like 10,000 pounds. I mean, just do 5 to 30 pounds. It just depends on your fitness level. But weight training is a must. And each year each 10 years that you get older, your metabolism slows down. And that goes with men and women. Seems like more so for women. which is not fair. Why do we get all the horrible things? We get periods. Men don't get that. Um, they, I mean, geez, they skip a meal, and you know what? They lose 10 pounds. We skip a meal and we gain a pound. I'm like, what? It's just not right. It's just not right. But that's okay. We have to work much harder to keep our lean fats and lean muscle mass than men do. But it's not fair, but that's life, you know. And they can wake up in the morning and look, look hot, and you get a hot guy, and he wakes up in the morning, he still looks hot. You wake up in the morning, well, for somebody my age, I wake up in the morning like, whoa, I scare myself. So I'm like, whoo, running in that bathroom and trying to put a little mascara on or something so I don't scare myself. I don't care about the other person. No, I do. I'm kidding. I'll always care about yourself. Care about your looks. One thing my dad told me um, when I got married, he says, now remember, he liked you because of the way you look now. So don't let yourself go. And I took those words and I still keep them to this day. Although I'm not with the same husband or the other one either, but that's okay. I just have a horrible thing about picking men. But that's okay. That's life. I know one thing, I'm a stronger person for it, and I met some two wonderful people and and had two wonderful children. Well, they're not children, they're grown people, but that's I'm very proud of them all. But going back to um, the way you look reflects on what you put into your body and how you take care of your skin. I know that just remember the puffiness that you have in the mornings. Yes, the preparation H does work. So I would get that, but don't put it in your eye. Just put it, right around here. See where I have my, and that will help. Just a tiny bit will do it. However, if you don't have that, um, a cucumber slice, two, one for each eye, and it'll help. Um, Another thing is cold tea bags. So if you made tea the night before, so put the bags in a little container and leave it in the refrigerator, and then the next morning just place it on your puffy areas. Um, People who have issues with their skin, meaning pimples or now, I've not read much research on if acne is due to sodas or anything like that. My mother swears, well, I drank a Coke last night and this is why. But it's weird because it does happen to her. But that doesn't mean soda as well um, cause you to have acne. It's hormones. Um, I know, I'm sure one of the factors is hormones. Two, probably hereditary because I know that none of my parents had acne issues, but my friends whose parents had acne issues, they also had it. But, you can control all that as well, but, maybe not as much as someone like me who didn't have a big problem. I just had, right around this area, the areas where you talk with, and then sometimes right here and sometimes right there. But it's because they're they're what I call stress pimples, or those are the ones that really hurt. I mean, you don't even have to touch it. You just know it's like you feel like it's this big, but it's not. It's just tiny. But never pick at your pimples. Never, 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 because it actually will break blood vessels. It'll cause scarring. Um, it'll cause dark spots and go into dark spots. Um, Most women, Asians or darker skinned women, we have a bunch of dark spots here. And for some reason, after you've had your cycle and you become post menstrual, then it seems to go away. So, but sunscreen will really help it from getting darker. And exfoliation will also help it from getting darker. Um, there are products out there that you can buy that they say will break up those little cells that cause the dark spot patches. Um, I can truly tell you what will work is lemon juice and um, a cheap exfoliant, lemon juice. Just don't get in your eyes. It will help. And the main thing is sunscreen. Yes, sunscreen. If you wear nothing else on your body and face, sunscreen, because you will look great and you'll look good for the longest time. Because that's what will age you faster than anything. Plus, I mean, if you're out in the sun and you don't wear sunscreen, you're going to get cancer. And if you have that in your history, your family history, you will get it. I mean, I hate to say it. If you don't do it, you'll get cancer. And it shows up, let's say you burned yourself 20 years ago. Um, uh, and then you'll just go, well, what's that dot? I never had it before. But let me tell you, that has been there from 20 years ago, and then it'll just come out one day all of a sudden. So every year, see your dermatologist and have them check you out, because if you don't, it'll take that cancer. That skin cancer can kill. It can kill you just like any other cancer. So please, please, it's very important to use your sunscreen. And when you buy sunscreen, make sure it's both UV. You will age, so it's UVB, and you will burn. So UVB is you will burn, and the other one is you will age or whatever. But it's got two different factors in it, and they'll tell you on there. But make sure that you use broad spectrum sunscreen. And people think that if they bought 100 um, what strength sunscreen, that means you are going to just don't need it again. But it's like, I think as a formula, um, if it's 30, then that's for, I always think 30 an hour. After an hour, you need to reapply. Okay, so the higher the number, it's less time you have to reapply. So that's the best way to remember. The higher the sunscreen number, the less time that you have to reapply. That's the easiest way for me to remember things because I'm horrible at math. um, let's see. Another thing I want to discuss is your lips. A lot of people tend to put sunscreen everywhere but their lips. But let me tell you, case of lip cancer has been very high in researches that I read. So please make sure that you don't go out. I know women, I know we want to look so cute. We want to have that glossy, kissful lip look. But listen, I'd rather have that 50 sunscreen on my lips and keep reapplying every hour and 30 minutes than have that glossy all over my lips because it's nasty and sticky. But if you must do that, make sure you put on a chapstick with sunscreen and then put a little bit of just a tiny bit of that lip gloss right around here, so, and then you have that nice sexy look without burning your lips off, because putting gloss on your lips without putting sunscreen on it is like putting oil on your face and standing out in the hottest sun and saying, burn me now, baby, because that's what you're doing with lip gloss without sunscreen on your lips. And sunglasses are very important, um, because I'm really bad about that. I used to not wear sunglasses because I wore glasses, and I'm like, that's just way too much stuff. On glasses, and you got the sunglasses, and then your face is down here. I mean, no. But it's important because cataracts, we don't want that. You know, you see some people with the eyes are really yellow around where it's supposed to be white. Then you see like a growth around where the color, it's from not wearing sunscreen in their younger years. So start sunscreen as babies on up, and you know, protect yourself because I think we have global warming. I'm not sure. That's another subject and another day. But it's important that you cover your entire body with sunscreen um, every single day. Um, Now, I'm up there in years. I'm not old. My number is old, but you can tell a woman's age by look, by the neck. I mean, there's not much I can do. I do my, all my little lotions and everything, but I'm telling you, you it's just horrible. It usually hits you around 40ish when this starts to, sag and again, sunscreen. hmm And any product that will help tightening your skin is great. Now, this is men and women. Sunscreen. Don't, just because you're a dude and you're using a cream with sunscreen, that doesn't make you, any different. You're still a man. You just want to take care of yourself. Me and both of my husbands, the exes, take care of their skin, and I got my new guy trying to. He's not used to it, but I'm like, you're gonna look older than me, and you're like 15 years younger. Just kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding. Whatever. I just, I just feel like it's so important because nobody really knows how old I am until I tell them. But then I'm giving up my secret now. See, the neck. Another thing is the elbow and the hands. Yeah, I broke this one. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm just never going to be a hand model. I wish it was the middle finger. Then I would say, oh, I broke this finger. Never mind. No, it's not it. So, for those of y'all who had just joined me today, I'm talking about um, a little bit on nutrition, actually about our skin. This is men and women. Whatever you put into your body is going to reflect your skin. So if you're going out shopping to buy food for yourself, if you can't pronounce what is on the can, on the box, on the bag, and you don't know what it is, please don't buy it because whatever that you can't pronounce and you don't know what it is, your body is going to use that false product and store it as fat. And your body will not eliminate that product as well. That's how we get that bloaty feeling. So remember, if you can't pronounce it or not pronounce it, if you don't know exactly what it is, don't buy it. Okay? Keep your foods to the purest form. If you're going to have sugar, limit it because sugar ages you. Yes, sugar ages you. Um, Also, the more of a vegetarian you are, the better it is for you. Let me tell you, it's good for your teeth because um, I remember every time I go to the dentist, when I was in Hawaii, every time I went to the dentist, he'd say, wow, you take really good care of your teeth. Well, listen, I do the same as everybody else. I brush it twice a day, floss, and pick at it or whatever, so I don't have. Especially because I eat a lot of lettuce. And today, let me tell you, this is funny. Thank gosh I was in the bathroom and I went like this because I just ate a salad and a piece of kale was right there. But that was funny. I'm glad I was not talking to anybody because it would have been horrible. No, it wouldn't, because I would just laugh along with you. It's like, oh, good. I just want to save it for later. But eating vegetables and fruits is better for you because it doesn't decay your teeth. It actually is good for your body. It's good for your bones. It's good for everything. So take care of your body. Eat the right things. Stay away from anything that says diet, no fat, low fat, whatever. Have the real stuff, okay? But limit it. Um, And going back to the hair again, make sure that what you're washing your hair with and conditioning it with is something that you can probably eat. Because if you can't eat it, don't put it on your hair or your skin. Then I'm talking about soap that we use. It's There's just so many products out there that are actually aging us, making us sick. I'm not just saying this off the top of my head. I mean, I read up and you know, I've been a personal trainer for over 3 decades, and I have to study um, what's up on nutrition. I have to keep up with everything. So I'm not just spilling all this stuff because I think, I just have to fill my time up to talk to you, because it's really important. If you want to stay looking young, you've got to have 7 hours of sleep at least, because trust me, if you don't and you keep it up, your body starts breaking down. You'll, your skin starts breaking down. You start breaking down. So take care of your sleep cycle. I mean, I have narcolepsy, so I sometimes, if I don't take my pill, I just sleep more than 7 hours, but that's okay. And then if it happens to be one of those days that I get on bid chat and talk to you, I'll be like this, hello y'all. But haven't had much episodes of sickness, like I said, within the last year and a half or two, because I've changed the way um, I've eaten and the things I drink. Yeah, I've been off of wine for 5 days, and I'm not dead yet. And I thought I would die if I stopped. But I'm not going to tell you I'm not going to drink wine. I'm going to enjoy life, but I'm not going to overindulge. So that's what I'm telling you. Eat all the real stuff. Eat it. Eat a piece of cake, whatever. But don't eat a piece of cake, you know. Eat it once a month, or eat a small slice. Or me, I can just take one bite of cake and I'm like, I'm done. Thank you. Um, because sweets aren't my thing. I'm not a sweet person. I'm more of a rice. Rice? Who said rice? Look at these eyes. They like rice. But you know what rice is? Rice is sugar. Yes. White rice, white flour, white is sugar. So that's how I get fat. My mom makes a nice fresh pot of rice, and I'm like, it's like I float through the air, and I go into the kitchen and butter, big old bowl of fresh rice. Just, yeah, no. That's how, you wake up one day and you're like, dang, yesterday I was like 115. How did I come up 120? I know. I ate like a big pot of rice with butter on it last night. So anything white will turn into sugar. Pasta. Oh my word. I know. I like pasta. Yeah. So this is what I do. I'll tell you my diet. Okay. Most of the days I'm only on veggies um, and protein. I don't mix my protein and carbs anymore. I can't. I can't do it. It seems like the older I've gotten, the more um, stuff comes here. Doesn't matter how many sit-ups I do. I mean, I can outdo sit-ups. I can do sit-ups for an hour, and I still look like I've not done one sit-up. It's just because of my age and my diet. Yes. So I have to start cutting out the carbs, the refined sugars as well, and it's killing me. Now I've got to step up to more um, weight training. Uh, I've been really laxed on that because of the last 2 years I've been traveling an awful lot, and I'm going to stop that. It's going to slow down some and get back on a regular weight training. I'm not talking about Olympic lifting or anything like that. I mean, please, only like I told you, 3 to 30 pounds and so many reps. It all depends on your level. So, just to recap my entire show, maybe you might want to take notes. Start off with your skin. Your skin reflects on your lifestyle. I can tell you that, let's say you went out um, on the weekend, you partied Friday night, you partied Saturday night, Sunday morning, you're wasted. Your whole Sunday is like, ugh, and you feel sluggish, and you feel like there's everything. Ugh. I'm sure most of you have felt that feeling. I've never had that feeling. But um, let me tell you, it takes you about 2 weeks of clean eating and drinking to make sure that your skin looks great and you feel great again. And you have to work out like a bad, crazy person to to get rid of that 2 days of partying. So remember that it is all about how you take care of yourself. All right, and also going back to eating, eat pure. If you can't read the ingredients and you don't recognize it as an edible product, don't eat it. Your body will store that as fat and it doesn't come out because that's how you get the bloatedness feeling. You feel like you just can't go to the bathroom because you know, ingredients you put in your body that your body does not recognize, so therefore it's going to hang tight because it doesn't know when its next meal is going to come. Yes, the body hoards, just like people. People are hoarders too, you know. So, um, be sure that you use your sunscreen. Be sure you exfoliate your entire body. Make sure that what you're washing your hair with is the same thing as something that you can eat. If so, read your ingredients. Try to stay away from all these um, chemical words and for hair products because that will cause you to, lose your hair. Hair will fall out or dry. Um, of course, your hair will fall out naturally anyway. A normal person is supposed to shed what they say about 50 strands a day, but it looks like I shed a whole cat a day. So um, that's hearsay. I'm not real sure, but I think that's what I read. I can't remember. But do everything humanly possible to take care of yourself because, you know, there are some things that you can control, which is how you how you eat and what you drink and go into the drink. Remember, sodas. I don't know. They're a wonderful little, you know, let's just have a little taste once a month thing. But I see some people, for instance, I've seen somebody order like the biggest meal you can get at a fast food restaurant, and they'd ordered a supersized Coke or Pepsi or whatever. And I'm like, they're just killing themselves. And then, Americans are one of the fattest people in the whole continent because we are not only fat, we just don't move much. And so every day move. When I say exercise 3 times a week, that doesn't mean the rest of the week that you don't do anything. I mean, go out for a walk, a constant walk, a good mile a day is perfect. and walk faster than the Grim Reaper. And that means walk faster than 2 miles an hour. I read that in one of my exercise manuals a couple years ago. Oh, a Cowie here. Hi, Cowie. He's looking at me like I'm trying to sleep here and you won't shut your mouth. But so what else? Oh, remember, anytime you eat anything diet, it makes your brain want more. So if you're gonna sugar, have sugar. If you're gonna have fat, have fat. Don't put anything artificial in your body. Okay? And um, let me think. I think I've touched up on everything. Did I? I don't know. I can't remember because if I don't, it doesn't come right out, it just doesn't happen. But I hope I was able to help you a little bit on how to stay younger looking and how not to get skin cancer and how important it is to put um, sunscreen on your lips as well as the rest of you. Exfoliate your entire body. Move every single day. Strength training is very important. Um, don't overdo it, meaning some people over exercise. I was one of those, and it didn't do me any good. I was always tired and grumpy, and I got sick a lot, but I thought I looked good. But actually, I don't look much different now than I did when I exercised from 6 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock at night and running, almost 60, 70 miles a week on top of teaching fitness classes and all. It is just, that's way too extreme. Just move every single day and strength train at least 3 times a week. All right. And I hope to see y'all next week, next Thursday. And you never know what I'm going to talk about. So um, sometimes give me a call. So I give me some ideas of what you want to hear. I mean, I've got lots of stuff to talk about because I'm old. I mean, I'm not old. I've been on Earth for a while. And I just love people. I love to talk. I love to laugh. Um, I have issues like everybody else, and I'm not perfect by all means. I mean, right now, I'm not where I want to be with the way I look, but who is 100% satisfied with themselves actually? As long as you eat properly, get enough sleep, take care of yourself, and enjoy those, little treats now and then, but not every single day. Because I want you to live a long time. Me too. So thank you for tuning in, and I will talk to you next week. And hopefully I can shut this thing off without, messing up. But at least I figured this thing out because the last couple months I couldn't do anything. I was like, oh my gosh, everything I did didn't work. So hopefully I will talk to you, God willing, next Thursday, 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern. And you never know what's going to come out of this mouth. It won't be vile or bad or anything, I promise. And like I said, I haven't had wine for 5 days. I haven't gone crazy or killed anybody yet, but I didn't say I quit. I just wanted to see how long I can go without having, a glass. I probably won't make it past the weekend. But that's okay. It's okay. A little bit of bad is good for you. That way you feel like you're not missing out. But a lot of bad into this body, or not this body, but your body, is going to reflect on your skin, your hair, your attitude, um, the way you feel, the way you treat people, your sickness, or your health, everything. So take care of yourself, eat right, and keep it natural. Everything, even your personality. No, have y'all seen this? I'm not even going to tell you where I saw that at, but thank you for tuning in. I will talk to you next Thursday. I think I'm ending my broadcast. Yes.